So if we're not at war in North Korea, maybe we're going to be at war in Venezuela. Where did that come from Friday all of a sudden?
I think we would have heard a lot more about it over the weekend had Charlottesville not happened.
Yeah,
It came out Friday evening. Trump was speaking.
I mean, like off the wall, right?
It did kind of seem to come out of left field, but he basically said no options are off the table, and then was asked, does that mean military options? He said, yeah, but effectively, like that's not off the table. It's not a good situation here. In Venezuela, what's going on? The president Nicolas Maduro kind of is consolidating power, and it's potentially on the path to a dictatorship.
I think he's already there. I mean, this latest vote that they had, and now he's got all his yes people in as part of his assembly or national assembly or whatever it is. Yeah, no, it's a dictatorship, and he's destroying the economy of the country. But why is that a military threat to the United States?
Well, that's a point that I think has not been made. It's interesting. The president really put his vice president in an awkward situation because Pence is in.
Pence is there.
He had a South American trip all lined up for Sunday. Now he's in Colombia, and we heard last night that he basically he said he backed up Trump. He defended Trump and said yes, we're considering all options, but the Colombian president standing next to Pence said, I've told them you need to rule that out. You should not have military action on the table. So it's certainly an awkward situation for Pence, I think right now.
But again, I'm just trying to. The logic of it is defies logic, right? I mean, okay, so you don't like the government of, name it, right? Panama or Uruguay or whatever, right? Or Peru. It doesn't mean that they are a threat to the United States, or that we have the right to go in and bomb them for what, right?
Well, we heard even from Republican senators, we heard Lindsey Graham, who is among the most hawkish members of the Senate, said, "I don't see why we would do this. I don't see a reason for this. They're not threatening the security of the U.S." And I think there is an ability, and I think that kind of a sense in the last 16 years, the war on terror, that we can use the president can use the military, as he sees fit. There'd be a hard case to make Venezuela that without getting some kind of congressional approval, I think, to say that the security of the U.S. is threatened. The military also said, yes, we're always ready. Of course we have plans. They probably have contingency plans for invading Canada. But again, we haven't seen anything to suggest we're moving at all in that direction.
But there was a time, of course, when what we would do in a situation like that is send the CIA in to assassinate the foreign leader, which we did in maybe in Venezuela.
I know you're correct. I don't remember the specifics.
Chile. Yeah.
Well, and that's part of the reason that Venezuela reacted.
I think we've got that behind us now, I would hope. Right.
But and Colombia too. There's a reason that Colombia is saying you need to take this off the table.
Yeah, because
that history is still in the back of the mind, I think, of a lot of Latin American countries.
There's a history in Nicaragua, and in Chile, and I'm blanking on but they're not the only two countries where